Hey everybody, how are you all doing? So, I want to talk about today, the mind and non-duality, because those two go hand in hand. I'm gonna take a little perch here. Take a little second. Should I take my glasses off? Yeah, much better. I did see a black butterfly yesterday with a yellow rim. He flew around a few times, then I lost track of him. I like to become aware of my surroundings. I like to settle into the places that I dwell. Be absorbed by them. And they by me. So here's the thing. A non-dual recognition, more often than not, requires work on the energetic system. It's not you doing the work, but that should be a natural evolution of your awakening. Okay? I'm sure you guys figured that one out if you've been with me a while. Okay? So if you're new to embodiment and integration, lucky you. It's right where you should be. Should. Because these awakenings are so profound, life-changing, and intense, the ego will also look for support systems and resources to try and validate its path and its journey. Nothing wrong with that. But nobody really has the answer. That's the thing. I am highly, highly versed in energetics. I can describe to you how these patterns work. I can explain to you where they're getting stuck and how they shift. But what I can't do is be your lived experience. Be your direct homecoming. Because the absorption of egoic energetic patterns is done by you, your true self, your true nature, your true being. And of course, in a way, we are one. We are one, just like me and this rock is one, me and this pair of sunglasses is one, me and this hat is one. Do not Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. My allergies have been awful this season. Anybody else really struggling with the winter allergies? Jeez Louise. Or rather not do not, but be aware. Be very aware how non-dual concepts are used by the ego or the mind. So it's the same thing. Ego is the mind, which is an energy. They are used by the mind to avoid the deconstruction of the personal self. So a lot of times people will not take care of business in the physical because the energetics have so deeply been hijacked by the mind or ego through concepts like I am, one, I am whole, complete, and perfect, nothing needs to be done. And I don't know, whatever all non-dual stuff is. My mind doesn't really go there anymore. I just am what I am and I do what I do, and there's no questioning of that in terms of whether or not it's non-dual. That's part of the ego's route with these topics. Anyways, because working on the energetics is such a key and integral aspect of awakening to who you are, to your true self, to being, it will take, and probably already has, center stage in your life. So everything that you're coming into contact with is attempting to unify with you, is attempting to be absorbed by you. And the mind is more often than not very resistant to that process because the process is extraordinarily uncomfortable. Because it's a physical and mental deconstruction. That's why we talk about the loss process and deconstruction so much here. Because that aspect of you that is still defending and trying to protect itself isn't able to do that anymore. I'm talking about oneness and unification, non-duality. Okay, so it's not going to have those defense mechanisms in place anymore. So you end up with two issues here. Number one, the need for healthy, cohesive boundaries. And number two, the ability to use your sensitivity to discern for yourself what feels good and what feels bad, what is appropriate and what is not. The ability to discern where the mind, the egoic patterns are still attempting to hide. So it's kind of like a cat and mouse game in a way, because what awareness will do is it'll literally look under every single rock of your psyche, pick everything up, look under in every shelf, open all the doors to try and find every little bit of separation that is still left there. And so it'll use your life, your money, your relationships, your job, your dynamics, your home, wherever there's still unconscious energy, it will go straight there. So that's why we have all these disintegrations, these things kind of falling apart. I'll have to link up a video. I did a video about this a few years ago called My Life is Falling Apart. I think that's a good one to link to this one as a subsidiary resource. So I'll link that below here. So the unification is a falling away and falling away of unconscious patterns. I always notice for myself, I'll just interject this real quickly, that right when I wake up from a dream, because dreaming is unconscious, so you're actually dealing with the roots of separation in your dreamscapes. And so right when you wake up, the veil between the conscious and unconscious mind is open. So whatever material has been processed in an awake consciousness, I'm speaking to people here who are resonating with non-duality or this awake being that you are, because even your dreaming will shift a little bit as well when these things happen. But that veil will thin and you'll be able to distill in that moment of first waking up. You're neither in the conscious mind nor the unconscious mind. You're kind of in this in-between zone. You'll be able to dissect in that very quick instant before your conscious mind goes online, which aspect of your life is ironing this awakening out. And you'll actually be able to decipher, discern, and distill the wisdom that is the alchemical agent that dissolves these thick roots, these very thick patterns. Now I'm getting into a realm of the high arts of alchemy and mysticism, but I can't help it. That's just what is going on. So if you don't get it, don't worry about it. Do your thing. Keep doing your thing. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So basically, when these unconscious energies and egoic patterns begin to fall away, again, there's denser layers that fall away, and then there's the less dense layers. Typically it'll start with the less dense layers, and then go into the deeper, thicker things where the ego's really rooting its identity. Through career, love, relationships, health, some of the more thicker things that it's identified with. When those layers fall away, you don't actually know they're falling away. You won't know they're falling away until you'll be doing something, in the kitchen one day, cleaning up, on a walk somewhere, and then randomly you'll realize, wow, like that charge just isn't there anymore, right? That sense of heaviness isn't there anymore. And nothing does that, nothing forces that, nothing makes that happen. It just happens when it happens, and it is what it is, and the only way you would know that it's happening is once it's happened. So if you're experiencing a lot of confusion during this process, the loss of the personal I, take that as a very good sign that you're on the right path. Okay? Take that as a very good sign. Do you guys want to hike with me? Or should I end us here? Let's migrate, and then I'll see if anything else comes up. Okay? Because the sun's super strong here. Thought I'd film today because it's such a beautiful day. Because then I know the storms are coming in soon. Gosh, and I have all these calls coming in interrupting my recording. But I felt like hanging out today. I really did. I didn't have anything to film, nothing really to say, just really wanted to share this beautiful day. So, maybe what I'll do, start taking you guys to some of the ruined petroglyph sites out here. That'd be kind of fun, huh? Do some chats there. Send me good juju for that, because I think that'd be fun. God, there's so many petroglyph sites out here that I really love that are so darn cool. Caves, ceremonial sites. We'll do it. We'll do it. Maybe the next video. Problem is, I'll be honest with you, is you know, I don't have an off-road car, and I don't like my husband's car because it's a old Suburban from like the 80s, and it'll randomly just like stop in the middle of the road. So I have no interest in that. But anyway, what else? Okay, now I'm just lingering. I'll let you guys go. Love you so much. Bye-bye.